Welcome back to Glider Gaming, everyone. Sorry for the lack of a video for a few days. I was sick last week and just couldn't bear to talk. Actually, my throat was pretty unhappy. So, we're back here playing some Thea. We have some good news and some bad news. Good news is a giant update is coming out tomorrow. So, the game's going to get more interesting. The bad news, however, is that it's such a giant update that we won't be able to continue our current saves. So today we're just going to focus on getting a few more points, learning a little bit more about the game so we can do better tomorrow when we start a new playthrough. We will end our playthrough officially to get the god points we've earned, and that will help us make a stronger start for the next playthrough and give us a little bit of a heads up advantage for the next one. So we're going to go back and do some of the main quest stuff. So we're just going to pull everyone out of the city, grab all of our food. We're just going to leave behind a bunch of stuff that we don't want to carry. Don't know what will happen to the city, but we'll find out. There'll still be that house demon protecting it. Thinking of such, he can't leave. I need some fuel. So I guess you have to move to the coast, and then you can, then you can enter the waters. Got to level up on our strange little fellow. He can have more destiny, but he doesn't really have anything to do with that destiny, except brute force. But we have been upping his destiny a lot, so... I'm sorry, mysticism is what it goes into. So I see very little destiny value in this character, so we'll give him strength. I guess we can come diagonal because the main quest thing is right here. Got some Slavian villagers running around, despite all the dangers in this world. You ain't our enemy, but you ain't our friends. Get moving. You seem like the good sort. They walk off. It's weird. I thought we had pretty good relations. Well, we have good relations with everyone, but everyone that matters. Non-monsters, non-lightbringers. Even some demons. Look at that. That had been cleared and disappeared, but it's back now. Oh, bandits. Give the captain our best smile. Yeah, well, I mean, you're kind of cute, but what do you have in mind? I mean, if you fancy a little time to ourselves on the side, my men will leave you be for sure. Ooh, that's, not really god of light and goodness kind of stuff. Perhaps one day, or we don't want, yeah, let's do that. Oh, we even got diamond out of it. Oh, right, yes, I mean, no, I'd never. Well, here, this is for you, and maybe, maybe we could find each other sometime soon. Go for dinner. So that's nice. Got, I didn't realize that those attractive characters, we're gonna get new, options like that. That's neat. Not sure why it took us back up to the main city, but it did that. So ancient humans, as soon as we enter the gravesite, something feels amiss. Many of the gravestones are crushed and the earth beneath them has been moved. Could have been robbers, but it could have been more. We investigate and find, when we go in closer, we notice a figure sitting on a gravestone crying. The figure shifts its form from a black cat to a mouse to a ghostly visage of a woman and back again. Let's figure out what it is. Drawing on our special rare knowledge, you recognize what's happening. These forms together suggest that this may be a Dola. They're usually guardians, especially fond of protecting young ones and bringing good fortune to those they choose. It's odd to find one here alone. Let's talk to the Dola. You're living. Good or no? No, bad. They will feed on you. Oh no. You hear movement accompanied by unnatural groans. You soon see the first unliving bodies looming behind a crypt. They haven't noticed you yet. So we can find a way to wake up the Dola and remind it of its duty to protect. We can bind the unliving the binding of these unliving is very weak and fresh. Use a cleansing ritual to break the bonds and destroy them. Let's help the Dola. Dola, yes. Oh no, what's happened here? I just wanted my charge to be safe, living, but he wasn't. He was here, so cold. So I tried, but they all came out wrong. She made the unliving? I gave them my light, but then it went wrong. It made them come to life, but all wrong, and I tried. Strike me down. It should take them too. I see no other way. We know a simple ritual to banish the Dola without killing it, but the magic is known to backfire sometimes. I'll try that. The ritual banishing the Dola, but it did not destroy the unliving. A small group remained frenzied and bloodthirsty. Fortunately, they run off into the distance. Oh, well, rather than not be unliving running the distance. But what can you do? Pop into the Slavian city. Small village. It will not offer recruitment and may have other options, limited. We can offer to help, we can rest, the tavern is open, visit food stalls. Let's visit the tavern and do some gambling. One should never try gambling with demons. You were made for trickery after all. You win, but the folk look at you with suspicion. Ooh, we won, but we got negative stuffs.
You come to a mound that looks like a red blemish, unnaturally formed from a strange reddish clay. There is a tear in the middle, and beyond it you know lies the Red Ridger camp. Just like the alchemist said, the camp is well situated to repel any attacks, with plenty of natural cover and good line of sight. You are not able to spot much from a safe distance, but you see regular patrols of fairly well-armed folk.
So we can attack straight out, probably won't go well. Better talk to them.
As you walk towards the camp, you sense that you are being watched. A small group of ruffians meets you at the edge of the camp. One of them, a burly-looking human, speaks.
It isn't often that folk hand themselves to us, so I'll assume you have business here.
So, we have enough strength to do a strength one, but attractive seems to be better.
Suppose you look impressive like, yeah, so we can talk. But you with that oddball bookworm type? We told him and we'll tell you. That cave is our turf. No stragglers, no sightseeing.
Oh, Taggle here. Whoa. 4 of them versus all of... Well, I guess we don't get all of us. It depends on the hand, but... We get 3 of our strongest, so that's good. Wow. And that would be why. They, like, have a straight-up wizard man. He also has self-protection. That's a lot of hit points. A lot of hit points. Just brute force with him, I guess. Oh, and hers was a large pattern. Oh, they have a goblin as well. That's fun. What is this? Snare. Deals damage to the enemies played onto the battlefield. Oh, good they didn't lead with that one. Oh, just 1 damage. Not a big deal. We can use him. We could give a bunch of shields. Probably use him, I suppose. Well, let's give a bunch of shields and then we'll play another copy of a really good character. He's going to take a brunt of damage, so we'll give him the shield. Oh, 1 of 2? Oh no! I could have given more shields out. That was a waste. Second copy of their big guy, yeah. Play a second copy of ours. Alright, and they didn't have anything to do for 1. Looks like their shielding ability isn't as strong as ours, so that's nice. Splash damage is always lovely. He's going down. Oh, they got splash damage too. Yikes. Okay, took one of their cards off the battlefield. We most certainly will be losing that little friar medic fella. This is a real challenge, so that potentially could make him die or go insane and run away. Yep, there he goes. I think we look pretty good for the next round, though, because they're just going to have the 2 cards. And we're going to have our whole team. Except the friar. Not the friar, the medic. He's a medic. I think we've gotten to take a few bites out of their big fella. Must be an orc, I would guess. Okay, we're first to act again, so we're going to start with our best character. Okay. Oh, we got a different role of the team. I really wanted to play our goblin character, the little one. Got myself again. Suppose we'll play him. This time I'm going to play another copy of the Zurka. That is a scary looking deal. That's going to deal damage to all of us, and not a non-zero amount. That's a very hefty amount of damage. I'm not sure why they attacked that character instead of the wizard. The combat still seems a little strange to me, but having her gone to not deal 16 to everyone is great.
You speak some sense. No reason to pass on an opportunity when it comes to knocking. I'll tell you what, there's an old witch hut not too far from here. A Baba Yaga, we think, lives there. The cursed thing's been interfering with business, and we ain't got no spirit folk to deal with such sort. Deal with her, and we may let you peek into our cave. Or there's another task you can do. I suppose if you go and slaughter those filthy scavengers down by the lake, yeah, that'll be a treat. Then we'll let you snoop in the cave all you like. I'll mark both on your maps, and you decide which favour you'll do.
Okay. An Orcus Witch and a Dwarvish Rune Master research material. Very nice. So... I used to remember what that was. I assumed that Scavengers Bound down by the lake is that one. Oh, I remember. That was that city with the other chosen. Huh. Or there's two new things just right here. I wonder which is which.
So, you done the deed?
Oh, that's still them. So we need to camp and hope that we don't lose anybody. Oh, our resources are gone. I didn't realize we had that much stuff with us. I don't remember bringing that much stuff with us. And then we're ambushed by goblin bandits. Let's parlay. Me think it's never good to poo on your own. What can you offer? Convince them that this life is unwise in the eyes of the goblin godfathers. Ah, you're right, man. We do this thing, but we're not happy. You shame us, we go back to our tribe. Before they depart, they leave some of their stolen loot for us. Permanent destiny and intelligence. Wow. Invite them to hang out. And then I guess we gamble because we got more stuff. Cool. Some wisdom on this kiddo. I'm not taking destiny because Vistomir is a male, so I don't think he can become a witch. I think only girls can. I guess we'll up my outmaneuver, get some more damage on that. So our medic did not die. That's always a plus. Fight some bees.
You come across a small settlement, or at least what typically passes as one for scavengers. It is shabby and dark, and smells of rotten flesh.
Let's take a closer
You
look.
see people sitting around a badly made fire. There are a few kids, thin, feral-looking. Some grown-ups with visible ailments such as skin growths, missing limbs, scabs, coughing up blood, and such. Some of the people have weapons. The settlement goes quiet, and a small group approaches you with weapons drawn. A middle-aged, heavy-set woman rolls in from behind the armed group and speaks, her voice distorted by scabs covering her lips and face.
Who are you then? You come to stick us.
Say that you don't want to harm them, but you were asked by the Red Ridge bandits to get rid of them, and for the sake of the divine providence, you must do so. Nod and admit that we came here for a fight, or warn them that someone is coming to kill them.
The woman in charge spits and curses the bandits.
You good fresh folks. You never too clever. But I guess I was wrong about you.
Bonus
Be
intelligence.
thanking you. We go, quickly.
And freebies. Personal carry limit. 2 dogs. Ooh. A Scavengers Aid. So that is one of the quests, and we completed it probably to the satisfaction of the bandits. They're gone. Alright. A warrior with more strength. Love it. Talk to these guys here. Speak to them. They don't answer. Talk our way out of it.
You find the witch hut the bandits spoke of. It looks typically odd and crooked, but you also see it is in bad shape.
Let's investigate.
You enter the house and see it is cluttered to the brim with odd bits, broken glass, bits of jewelry, scraps of cloth, and all sorts of things. There are also rows of beads hanging from the ceiling, and they are made of teeth. A young woman dressed in odd clothes and wearing a backpack full of junk stands in the corner and stares at you.
You better have a good excuse to poke your head into my house, eh?
So we can intimidate her, saying that the bandits are set on burning her alive and they have even more powerful witch to help them, or appeal to her better nature and explain that they need to get to the Red Cave. For that to happen, she needs to leave the bandits alone. We'll do that one.
Oh, fine. If you must know, I'll tell you why I'm here.
Sure.
I was one of the kids those bandits kidnapped from scavenger camps. I got away, got lost in a forest. The fairy folk helped me, brought me up, taught me magic even. Or as much as they could teach a scavenger brat.
Why would they do that?
The bandits also killed their folk, you see. They used to live by the Red Cave. In fact, those thugs are relentless fairy hunters. They catch them and lock them in cages and sell them off as pets.
How did they find a way to threaten a camp that strong?
We found this house. It is old, full of magic. Together, we found ways to use it. Demon tricks and witch spells. We caused them boils, itchy feet, vomiting. And when they tried to come here, well, that's when the real fun started. We got a few of them in the pot, didn't we, boys?
The fairies nod and snicker with the witch, and you notice a big pot full of meat stew.
Ooh. Okay. So we can convince them we don't care about revenge. You just need to get into the Red Cave, so they need to leave for good. So we understand and leave them be. The house could be valuable. We could kill her and her demon friends. Or say we need to consider our options. I'll let them be. I already got rid of the scavengers. Oh, good. Maybe you can go and beat the poo out of them. But listen, since you're so good, we're gonna stay low for some time. You can lie to them, tell them you killed us or whatnot. Maybe jump their bums then, or just go to their cave. In any case, good luck with the world saving. So yeah, it seems that Avak's issue is that he tried to fight them. I think he did do the social one, but he didn't have a strong team for that either, so it was just rough all around. Human cemetery again. You enter an ancient gravesite long forgotten by mankind. Among old, decrepit gravestones, you find a large crypt crushed by a fallen tree. The entrance stands ajar. Cold darkness looms within. Within the crypt is a single stone coffin. The chamber is dark and covered in dust, decay, and spiderwebs. But you notice a pentagram carved into the floor, and a thick silver chain holds the coffin secure. Let's consider the setup. Some of the symbols used on the pentagram and the chain point towards an unliving fiend being laid here, most likely a Straiga. Use a magic ritual of our own to strengthen the magic, leaving you free to take the silver chain, or create a protective circle of fire and take the silver chain, then open the coffin to see what lays inside. We create the ring of fire, hold on to the chain, and open the crypt. Within is a dried-up Straiga master, his eyes red with hunger and rage, and the iron and silver chains holding him broken. You have no more than a few breaths before he lunges at you. Let's kill it. Whoa. $39 damage, goodness gracious. let's get some hefty hitters in here. Now, he has bludgeoning, so we're gonna put it down in ways that he won't be able to capitalize on that. What else should we play? Getting all of our big hitters in. Definitely gonna play another copy of myself next turn. Oh, I think I did. I didn't do my fastest one last time. That's kind of silly of me. It's a little bit less damage, but it's a lot slower. 3 copies of itself. So we can power up one of our own. We can summon some spiders. Don't have a lullaby, so that, yeah, all we can do is power up one of our own. So guess we'll power up me to deal another hefty amount of damage. Yeah, I'll do that. So we're gonna get to take out its shields first, and then deal it 50 damage. So we very well may be able to take this thing out before it even deals us damage. But I think we're gonna be shy. Ooh. Let's do like a retribution strike. Even deranged, that's nuts. Sure, that's fine. So unfortunately it has 2 hit points. It does get to attack us. But it's not like the crazy loss that we were facing a second ago. You create the Ring of Fire. Okay, so we killed the Striker. Got some armor. Nothing terribly exciting beyond that. Got a research point.
So, you done the deed?
So we kill the Scavengers. Haha, I say you've gone and done what I've been trying to for a long while. Gods be darned, you're good, Yar. Go and look around the cave to your heart's desire. We ain't gonna bother you, your odd friend. Who knows, you might have made us into honest folk yet. Now that we don't have so many scoundrels about, we may settle. Gods be good to you, friend. Thank him and tell the Alchemist. Bear keeps eyeing you, looking very pleased. He seems to want to follow you. Ask him.
Yeah, you got me there, you did. I mean, I've been trying to follow the gods, but my band here, they're just not God-fearing enough. Say, my son is ready to do some banditry out of my shadow. What say you to me coming along with you for a while?
Okay. That was cool. I wasn't expecting that. Somehow that made Slavs happier with us. So he's just class Captain Bear. He's level 1. Okay. He's very strong. He has an elemental weapon with first strike and weapon attack. Cool. Alright, so how do we tell the fella? Must be one of these stars here again, as usual. A group of goblin travelers approach asking for shelter. The goblins sit by the fire and share stories with you. They pass around strange weed, and soon you see visions of the spirits they speak of. They like your company so much, they give you a stash of their weed and one of the puppies before they leave. Okay, so we didn't get robbed this time. That's nice. Change of pace.
Welcome. Come and see how we have changed since our bandit days. We may not be as rich, but we're honest folk now. What brings you here?
Okay, cool. So I guess the alchemist must be over here. Okay, so one of our warriors leveled up and can get more shielding for others, or a skill that I've very much never used because it's kind of weak. 4 or 7. I guess we can use that for when we're in like magic battles and things. Tosia. His Inspire can go up. Another 0.5 off the timer and 0.3 more bonus. Or we can up our Brute Force again. Makes her even better in magic combat, so I think we'll go with that. And then our little kiddo can learn Lullaby or Poison Throwing Daggers.
You finally enter the Red Cave, and you now realize the meaning of its name. The walls and floor are rough, layered with blood-red moss and black veins. Faint crimson light lingers beneath this odd canopy, pulsating quietly in slow rhythm.
Let's wait for the Alchemist.
He stares, his mouth wide open and eyes lit up, and gestures for you to... You move through this odd tunnel and find several paths, some leading to small alcoves that are clearly used by the bandits as storage. Other paths are entirely collapsed. The only remaining way leads to what looks like an entrance to another larger tunnel, but there is a membrane blocking your way.
We can examine it. We can dwarf for goblins, search for a mechanism.
Although magic and other mysteries are clearly at work here, you also spot the unmistakable craft of dwarven smiths. You uncover the mechanism that should open the barrier, but it will not be easy to master.
Pretty easy challenge, so yep, perfect outcome.
Carefully, you study the ancient mechanism, and with much care, you find the right combination to make it work. You stand in a dark chamber, covered still in the strange moss, but here, you see a deep hole in the middle, the earth and stone around it torn from within. And from this hole, cracks spread out like the sun's rays. They are small here, yet you see bright light within, and you sense enormous power within, pulsating, spreading. And yet, from your divine connection, you also sense that this is a mere outlet, not the source.
Talk to the Alchemist.
Fascinating. I've heard of such things. Of course, inanimate yet living is not a thing of myth in Slavia. No, but at this scale? This cave, it has residues of great power, but also echoes of life. Alas, I admit, I need help if I am to solve this.
What can we
Unless
do?
you happen to be a dwarven stonemaster, or perhaps an ancient who still remembers, no. We need to search for an expert. I will of course remain here, study this cave more.
Where should we find such an expert?
That is an excellent question. I would wager that traveling to the lands of stone and metal where dwarven survivors now dwell is a sure bet. Now, you could also look for some elder long-ears, elves that is. Once they're old enough, the likelihood that they meddled in the affairs of the world grows exponentially. Find them in ancient forests, and who knows, maybe goblins or orc know something. Just remember to find their villages, not just random folk.
Other options?
Failing that, I do know a place, but it will be a matter of brute force and likely much more difficult. A dwarven smith of great renown is held captive by trolls. I happen to know where. Go, free him, and he will be unabout to aid you.
Alright, thanks for the help, and leave to search for the expert. So I suppose, if we go into our logbook, there is... When we got to the cold island, we were told to explore our path more on another island. I think it was a stone island. I don't really know which one the stone island is, but I would imagine it's one of these two, so let's go to another island. Oh, alright. As you approach, you see the woodland shake as two spirits fight. One clearly emanates darkness, the other shines as bright as the sun. The light spirit notices you and pleads, "Aid me. The dark spirit seeks to corrupt this place. Twist it to its dark will. I'm weakened. Please help, or at the very least stay out of it." We'll help the light. I'm not going to complete this one. We didn't do it probably the way we should have last time, and just... Yeah, it's right there. Okay, we can do it. We can do it the other way this time. Couple of bears. Whoa. An armored bear? Who's running around armoring bears? That's just nonsense. Oh, I see. It's back at our house. So what happened to our encampment? Oh, welcome, Chosen. I can't stay in chat, but I hear you are making progress in solving the whole Shattering business. I was sent to give you this and wish you luck. The gods watch over you. Who's... Oh, the house demons, yeah. So I guess we lost our city because of that? Well, it still seems to be there. But they gave us another seed, so that was nice of them, I guess. Showing off, we are already great at that type of challenge, so we'll just give him a better line charge. Break camp, get to the coast, get on the boat. And then don't rock the boat. See what we can see out here. Rubies and blood bones and monster bones. Oh my. As you fall asleep, your dreams become heavy and unsettling. As you toss and turn, you feel more and more unsettled by your deepest, darkest fears becoming real and holding you trapped within the nightmare. Whoa. You try to wake. In the state of half-waking, you see mirrors sitting on your chest, siphoning your spirit. The surge of panic feeds the demon, and you fall back into tortured slumber, knowing they will have their way. When the morning comes, you're released, but you are wrecked and exhausted. I thought I was choosing to do that fight, but that was weird. Lovely night demons taking us in the night. Alright, we're off the ship and on to some island. You have arrived in the Metallic Lands, an unforgiving region of stone and metal. When the Shattering unearthed the ancient dwarven cities, the land around them changed. Even trees became hollow husks of iron, grass fossilized to rock. This foreboding land is home to the Earthbound, who were forced out of their underground kingdoms. The Earthbound are a proud people, protective of their privacy. The land of metal and stone is home to rock trolls and dragons, so it is not for the faint of heart. You can gather mithril and eggs here. Ooh, little freebie there. And a free research point. Nice. Some topaz even. Zoom in here, I can't really tell what we're doing.
As you wander the lands of metal and stone, you feel drawn into an abandoned forge.
Let's go in.
The forge is much larger on the inside than you would expect, but it is oddly empty, with only a single massive furnace and one central anvil, both clearly made for creatures larger than humans, larger even than most trolls you've seen. You recognize the sigil of Svarog upon the anvil.
Speak up and ask our god for guidance.
You see a faint glimmer of fire in the furnace, and from it forms the figure of an old smith with a great golden beard. He looks at you, his eyes glazing as he frowns. You know him to be Svarog, yet you also feel he is lost. When he speaks, you feel the wrath of his voice.
We'll bow.
You bow as if I should be your lord, am I? It is cold here, so cold. My fires have gone out, and that beast there holds the flame and refuses to give it to me. I cannot seem to focus on anything else.
Alright, we will aid Svarog.
You walk over to a dragon. It looks at you, bored, and opens its jaws to show you that it holds a golden flame in its mouth. You see that only the chosen can move. All others stand frozen in awe of the golden beast.
So we can do a physical challenge, me only. Turmoil boils in your blood and calls for bold action. Reach in for the flame, enduring any pain that may come with it. Or just me. We can attack. I'll fail. We're not going to do that. Or just me. Light calls to you, and you know what must be done. Reach for the light with your spirit. Guess we'll try that. Okay.
You endure the process well and stand before your god proudly as you retrieve the flame. You take it back to Svarog. He looks at you with a renewed sparkle in his eye as he takes the flame and lights the furnace.
A bold move indeed. Well done, my chosen. You have restored us.
Ask if it works.
The fire burns, and so does my heart. I will reforge my mind now, so I may serve again. And you clearly favor turmoil in your path, as you did not always follow my lead in your choices. Thus, I shall need to strengthen my divine presence. Perhaps look to the sun again, not the mundane. Yes, good. Now, speak your questions, my champion, for we do not have much time here.
What does it mean that he chose this path? Were there others? Why did he lose his memory in the first place? So you seek no answers. The world awaits your return. Bow and ask for final blessing.
I chose to follow balance in the divine calling and not dwell on mortal attachments. You gave me clarity, chosen. I now understand the sacrifices made by the older gods and what we, the chosen to remain, must do.
Why did he lose his memory?
When the three elder gods decided to create divine domains, they took power from all of us. I suspect this had its side effects. Turmoil and light come from my father, but he needed to feed off my mastery of the sun to achieve this. I suspect this weakened me for a time. I was once the god of sun. When the light escaped its confines, I was most drawn to it. I suspect my loss of power was necessary so that I did not fall. And so the three were free to forge their domains and grant them back to us, so that we may face this new threat and others that will surely come. Their true essence was, of course, not lost. It is what held the world intact despite the continuous tremors.
But why is the light bad?
It is neither bad nor good, just like its sibling, darkness. They are both driven to obey their nature. You see, at first there was balance as the two coexisted. But the child of darkness cannot stand still. They changed the world. They made new races. Orcs who sought to conquer, and goblins who mastered the spirit realms. Humans were born out of both, but they seemed to favor darkness, ever pushing to meddle in dark arts and change their world. In fact, they proved even more unpredictable than the others. The child of light grew ever envious. They did not understand their siblings' drive for change. One day they decided the world was broken and must be purged. Their feud almost destroyed Thea, until the gods managed to finally cage the two. Darkness was locked in the skies and held there by the crown of the cosmic tree that grew throughout the lands. Light was sunk deep into the core of the earth, held in place by the sacrifice of the eldest of giants, Starovid, who gave his own heart as a seal. But the seal has clearly been broken, and thus the child of light threatens to purge the world again.
So the old gods are gone for good?
No. A part of each lived on and was reforged as the god you know as Triglav. The three as one, forged in fire to aid us in this hour of need.
So they need power from each of the other gods to create domains. But why the need to take the memories?
They were our leaders, our strongest, my parents and sibling. I do not question why. Clearly it was needed to complete their work, for otherwise they would have left the mantle of leadership to me. It was surely deemed safest that we do not know until our chosen are strong enough to unlock the truth.
You sense the slightest tinge of resentment in his booming voice.
What now?
Now you and me both, we are free. I shall resume my divine duties in full, as whatever your choices may yet be, there are ever greater perils in our realms. My last blessing to you may reveal itself when one of your children turns adult. But as I see, your path here has already unlocked your might. So go forth, my chosen, and choose your path in my name.
Svarog turns away and slowly turns into pure sunlight and disappears. You are left alone with the last gift placed at your feet. As you walk away, you feel your fate improved also.
As part of our final gift, we may choose one more bonus in accordance with your god's domain. The bonus will apply for children growing up, and we get a permanent large luck boost. More bandits? Or grow crafter stronger? I'll go with bandits. I don't have a bandit yet. And a mithril sword. Quite a strong weapon. Level up for our weak Captain Bear. So what would you do with Destiny? Not that. Looks like that's only perception. I don't see any purpose for you having Destiny. So we'll give you Wits. And you're a Gatherer, so I still really don't feel all that compelled to give you that. So we'll give you more Brute Force. Alright. That takes care of half the quest we were here for. Scaled leather. Okay. So we could have a Zurka. Craft, Gatherer, Chance, Wisdom and Chance for the Zurka. Bistomir is now a proud Zurka. Double experience points. Experience points gained from events. Okay, double event experience points. Very nice. It's interesting, just a flag up there. Come across a lone house and hear a lot of dwarvish swearing in the back. A dwarf tearing his hair out and kicking a clay oven. You bloody useless pile of junk. Get the fiff out me oven, you son of a boar spirit. Ask the dwarf if he'd like assistance. Who are you? I don't care. Can you talk some sense into the oven? I crafted it with my own hands. Perfect. Keeps the temperatures just so. I would bake the best cake there is. But no, this idiot spirit got itself trapped inside, and it won't leave. How do we get rid of it? Aye, that I do. This maggot got itself stuck in the bit of granite I used. I know just the lump it came from, but I'm in the midst of making the best cake mix. I can't just leave. If you go get the lump, I'll give you a tip about a good place to mine, and a reward too. Just hurry, please. Go look for the granite lump. Oh. So that's not the spot. And a very, very powerful Lightbringer spawn. Yikes. Oh, we have to go back this way. Okay. Interesting little birds. Terrifying bloodbone tree thing. You reach a small quarry where the dwarf said you would find the granite lump. The spot is buried in rubble, and we'll have to dig it out. You find what you're looking for, along with some extra stone. Time to take it back to the dwarf. More level ups. Hooray. Come on. You found it? Yes, we did. Aye, you got it. Great. Give it to me quick. I'll take it back myself. Here, a reward is promised. Metal and stone to you, laddie. Oh, and I marked a spot for some good mining for you too. Some crafting. Ooh, 140%. And just a whole smattering of foods. Not a lot of them, but a smattering of them. Oh, the Earthbound faction has increased. Alright. Alright, the medic can become a better gatherer. And our wise goblin can become all the wiser. So you marked on my map where I should go, huh? Not seeing it. So does the logbook tell us what he did? Dwarf Baker. Show it to me. Not so much. Okay. Well, we still have movement. Avoid the Lightbringer spawn. Hopefully we don't encounter too many of them on the way. Obsidian. So that must be the tier 3 material on this one. Let's have a look. Yeah, yep. Obsidian is the tier 3 there. Can watch for dragon bone, but I don't think we'll find that here. Stone wood. Armored stone. Or Zurka leveled up. So maybe that's what he gave us, was just a space for a tier 3 material. Okay, intelligence for the Zurka sounds fine. Some Lightbringer nonsense. I'm just taking it slow because I don't want to get involved with these Lightbringers. That's interesting. This island has 2 parts. You can't get to both by walking. Increase showing off or give them protect others? I guess we'll increase showing off. So we're still looking for a dwarf to help us with the cave. Alright, he can just get tougher from 5 to 10, or he can shield self. That helps in 3 types of challenges. This only helps in 2, but I think we'll just do that one. It is a much bigger boost. An earthbound city. What is that? Night demons, okay. It's interesting the night demons can just interact on that city without attacking them. A dwarvish cemetery. The cemetery is quiet and empty. You see an unburied body on the ground clutching a stash of goods. Let's take the stash and bury him. We try to bury him, but clearly you have offended spirit somehow. You feel its anger reaching from beyond and cursing you. Well, that's annoying. All for a little bit of quartz? Lame.
You are led to the town hall, a heavy, stone-built monument of dwarven excellence. There you are met by a council of elders, including a dwarven female who sits in the back and occasionally nods when the others look to her.
Tell them of our discovery in the Red Cave, and that it's the answer to the Shattering.
Aye, we've long been searching for the Red Cave, as you call it. The Shattering disturbed our tunnels and cities down below, and it will take us decades to find all we lost, and even then that won't be all of it. Trying to keep our young safe, the dwarf wives too, this has been our priority. But perhaps we were wrong.
So the Shattering has something to do with them?
Aye, that does it. Something, everything. The Earth Heart is the core that connected to the cosmic tree. Only together can they create balance. Our grandfather, a great giant of old, one of the first Earth Singers, he gave his own heart so that this may happen.
How was it before the heart?
Before the heart was a primal time, one of giants and nature demons. The child of light and its sibling of darkness forever danced their destructive melody. We are not old enough to know more, but this is what was carved in stone. When we and the Elvenkin were brought from the light, we were told we must help tame the children.
With the cosmic tree?
Aye, in some ways. You see, with the tree, and others like it all over Thea, your gods were born also.
They were the spawn of the light and dark, but also of the mortal realm. At least this is what our history teaches. I think others say they were born of belief, a need, an outcry of your kin. Silly. They were carved just like us, for a purpose they may have surpassed, but that was their design.
But the cosmic tree is guarded by the gods, so why wasn't the heart?
The heart was kept a secret from all, and this is where our duty failed. All else that happened because of our folly.
How so?
When your god came and grew in strength, the Elvenkin decided to let them be stewards of the tree entirely, and some of our youth felt we should do so too. Foolish, rough stones they were. When the tree burnt, they went and told your gods that there was hope, that the core was well, so the tree will be reborn no matter what they do up above.
So you think it was your gods that betrayed the heart?
A secret once spoiled rots away and spreads. We told those young fools, we banished them. We silenced those who knew where to look for the Earth Heart. And then, when the culprits found their way into the Heart Chamber, we were no longer prepared, because we trusted in the old safeguards and did not have the Grand Masters who could tell us how to change things.
What of the Grand Master held by the trolls in the prison?
That despicable creature is not a Grand Master. He is sick, he is cruel, and he shall never again have a say in our fate. Leave him be. Leave him to rot, and never trust his dark words.
Do they know who destroyed the heart and how?
It matters not. It was some cult. We suspect a greater mind behind it. We care not. What we know is we need a new heart, and seeing as we failed so badly before, we will help you restore things. Our time is passing, and we must accept it.
Can they forge another heart?
We searched for the cave, but we've also been preparing for this question. We could forge you a stone heart, sure, but without a giant, and they are all asleep once more, it would be too weak. Go to the Icelands. Seek out the old Ziadmros.
What for? Kill him and take his heart?
What? No, are you crazy, laddie? Ziadmros has no heart. That is the point of him. We need whatever gives him life, the substitute. We tried asking him, we tried beating him up. Nothing works. Perhaps you'll have greater luck. Fate seems to favor your lot.
And once you have his secret?
We will send people to this alchemist of yours into the Red Cave. We will find a way into the Heart Chamber and prepare a new heart rune that will need attuning to the power you will hopefully bring back for us. And if we can, we will send folk to help you along the way and help with the light beast at the end. Now go. Find the Ziadmros.
All right. But first, we will be looting more of your grave sites. Okay, so we enter an underground chamber, made accessible when the earth moved, and you see what must have been a dwarven cemetery. It now stands in ruin. Worse yet, whatever remains is being vigorously eaten by a pack of small stone creatures, like rockers. Let's talk to the rockers. The rockers hear you and look terrified. One of them rolls over to you and cries, You small stone people, you help. We want Papa and Mama back. We eat and eat, but can't eat down. The rocker cries pebbles, and the others join in. Look around and try to help them. You see large metal gates on the ground. This is where the little ones think their parents are, since they cannot chew through metal yet. They tried eating all around. The gates are actually not hard to open, but these rockers are clearly too young to think much. We open the gates. You move one of the gate doors and see only ground and rock, but the little ones get excited. They lunge into the rocks and within minutes disappear into the depths. Perhaps with years of digging, one could follow them. But then again, they did say troll parents await them. There's plenty of stone for you to gather without disrespecting the elders, so perhaps it's best to leave. And we get clay. Let's head back to the ocean and go back to the ice island. We'll give him wits. Mysticism for a warrior. Just give you more strength. Let's go to the greater map. Yeah, if we go out the top here, then we can get straight away to the ice island. Expect that whatever we have to do with this other fellow, we're probably going to be under-leveled for, and this is probably where we'll have to end. As you plow through a stormy patch on the seas, you are caught by an unexpected gust of wind that assails your deck as if trying to get inside. Your boat is becoming really unsteady as a result, and there are rocks ahead. You can observe. This could be a demon because, despite the storm, this is not how wind should behave. Let's call out to whatever it is. You speak to me? I am Viadrovic. I got lost in the winds and blown into the wretched thing humans call the sea. It is so vast, no trees. I know I am made of wind, but I was born to roam the land, not this. I will stop causing you trouble, but will you please take me home? Any land will do. Agree to let him stay on the ship.
You find the Dryad Mraz that the dwarves sent you to seek out. He stands watching you silently, but a young girl made of ice approaches you.
You are searching for grandfather. Why?
It's strange that we triggered this when we're just in the ocean, nowhere near the island, but okay.
The Dryad Mraz remains still, and the girl answers after a pause.
Yes, so they said many times. We do not share our secrets. Something the dwarves should have learned, no? Go away before my sisters decide to play with you.
All demons are weaved from darkness. When the light breaks loose completely, not even these ice plains will remain untouched. Tell the Dryad Moors. His ice granddaughters will surely melt away under the burning gaze of the Lightbringers.
No, I am bound by eternal promise never to give up what you seek. Search elsewhere. Kill me, but you will not succeed here.
I don't know what just happened there. I thought I said go into combat and it just disappeared. Try to kill him, I guess. Ooh. It's not gonna go well.
You are defeated, and one of you is frozen to death.
Okay.
The dwarf who sent you here approaches.
Aye, this was always a long shot. You best seek answers with others now. My kin is stuck in their ways. They will take forever to discuss this matter.
Pissed off the ice demons. Oh, okay. So if we would have got enough loyalty with ice demons, they may have told us. So it said someone died. So I don't know. I guess it's good that they're doing a big patch, because if we're having this issue, we're not gonna be very happy continuing just randomly losing events and stuff when we don't mean to. Yeah, we'll give him more abilities. So we still have the Lightbringers quest. We don't know what to do, though. I think we'll call it here, guys. This is just gonna have to be the end. Oh, we got far enough that we unlocked a new god. So we're gonna get awarded 6 god points because we survived so many turns, revealed so many map tiles, got through so much of the story, not very much at all. Advancement points that we collected, 34. We had a very good ship. Tosia was so powerful, she got us nothing. So we're gonna get 6 god points and I guess one Oh, okay. So we got 1 point because we opened this screen. And then we're gonna get 6 more for ending the game. So, we'll have a new video tomorrow with a new playthrough and the new patch. So after this next patch, you will not be able to load your saved games. Yikes. Have a good day. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe.